You know, Billy, there's three things that should be important to every hunter, and that's his family, his life, and his health. And I mean, if we're going to go deer hunting, climb a tree, and take that chance, there's no excuse why we shouldn't be wearing, you know, one of these new safety harnesses by Muddy.
You know, exactly, Spook, and you and I are both guilty of it, you know. But these new Muddy harnesses that they've come out with, you know, are not like the old traditional ones. This is not bulky. It's fully adjustable, you know, because a lot of us just have one.
Right.
You know, but a lot of times you're hunting in hot weather and then you're going to cold weather, and, you know, some of these harnesses can't adjust to do it. This harness adjusts to whatever clothing you're wearing.
Right.
And it not only is it not bulky, but it has a full range of motion. You know, I mean, when I'm, you know, in my stand, you know, something that's just tied on me, I have no full range of motion, which I have with this. You know, and another thing that we really love about it is some of the old traditional ones just don't have a lot of points of contact, like when you do fall out of the tree. Right. You know, the old belt harness or just a vest itself. You know, when you fall out of these trees, you know, it takes a heck of an impact on your body when you stop. You know, and with this thing catching you around the legs, around the back, shoulder, chest strap, all of these features help that fall.
Right. You know, Brian, I'm so excited that Spook Nation is teamed up with Larry Kendall and Muddy Outdoors, and you know, that we're going to be on stickemarchery.com.
Yep.
We've touched about how important it is to wear a safety harness. We went over how, you know, that responsibility we've got to our families and ourselves.
Yes, we really do.
And you know, now I want to touch on some of the features of the harness. I love the fact that they've got these snaps on here for
it's
the
really
binoculars.
nice.
I mean, that makes it awesome. You know, what are some of the other things that you like about it?
For me, I love the fact that this safety harness is so lightweight. I mean, when we hunt in the southeast, you know, it's hot and you want to be able to have a harness, but that is going to be very lightweight, and this harness is actually less than 2 pounds, and that's right. Half or a third of many of the other safety harnesses that are out there on the market. And when you think about the total construction of this safety harness, it's again, lightweight, low profile. I love the chest buckles. That way, again, you can keep, you know, your clothes and everything close to you, so when you're drawing your bow, you're not going to have any construction, you know, obstruction in this area.
Right.
It's got the parachute buckle, which is nice. And think about those other old, you know, harnesses that had the car seat buckle, and it worked, but again, it had that click. Again, just a little bit of extra noise that you really don't need out in the woods. So these parachute buckles got a little bit of a rubber coating, makes it safe, but very easy, very quiet. You've got these leg straps that are 1,500 pounds. Wow. I mean, so they are exceptionally durable. You can, you know, wrap them under your legs, you can adjust them, and then when you're done, you can trim them and then burn them, so that way that, you know, you seal them off. But just overall, a very lightweight, a very, you know, mobile harness that has not compromised in the safety, you know, area at all.
Well, our good buddy Billy has agreed to demonstrate by doing a little fallout of the stand for us. And so let's get him over here and...
Absolutely. You know, and the thing about it, in all seriousness, Spook, I mean, you know, we want to show, you know, just how well these safety harnesses work, but also if you do fall out of a tree, how do you get out of that situation? And, you know, and you think about it, it's not going to ever happen to me. You do wear the harness, but again, in the event that it does, we're going to have Billy, you know, show you how to kind of get through that situation to make sure you stay safe.
Right. Get over here.
Okay, now that we're in the stand and we've got our harness on and we're getting set up, you know, one of the important things that we like to do is put your harness up high as you can. You know, it's not going to obstruct any shot you're going to make. It actually kind of gives you a little bit more mobility, and the strap's not going to be catching you in the arms as you're shooting. Another thing that's great about having the strap up high like this is that if you do fall out of the tree, one, you're not going to fall as far before it catches you, and two, you're not going to fall below the stand to where if you do fall out, you know, you're going to be easier to get up in the stand the higher you are than if you catch it by your fingers trying to pull yourself up. Now I'm going to give you a scenario that we're all guilty of, you know, and that's one of the main things, is falling asleep in the stand. And this is going to explain to you why we put our strap up so high, where it catches us at an earlier moment. Okay, so say you fall asleep in the stand and you roll off to the side, you know, you're caught. I mean, there's no trauma. I mean, it taught me right off the bat. I can get right back up in the stand with ease just by swinging around. You know, it's perfect for what you're wanting to do, and it saved you. All right, one of the things though is what happens is, say you fall out of the tree. You know, I'm sitting here suspended, and a lot of things that happen with guys that are in these suits and they're hanging here like this is suspension trauma. And so what you got is this suspension strap, you know, and what this is for, and it's very important, guys. You know, keep it on this harness. You're hanging here, you want to take this strap, and they have loops provided. You slide it through the loop, back through itself, and it's there. Hold on to the end, pick your feet up, kind of bend at the knees and go through the other loop. And when you tie this in a knot on this side, it allows you to take your feet now and put some weight down on your feet to where you can keep the blood flowing, and you're fully suspended now to where, say if you were stuck and you couldn't physically climb back up in the stand, you would be able to hang here safely until somebody came to rescue you.
Hey, come check out these Muddy Outdoor safety harnesses on stickemarchery.com. These new safety harnesses by Muddy are unbelievable. Super lightweight, actually less than 2 pounds, provide full body support, and are extremely safe and durable. Again, come check them out on stickemarchery.com, the A to Z of archery.